Hola, bienvenidos a todos. We're back with the episode of Bellas. And then we also have a very special VIP host for Bellas today.
Oh, you're making me feel special. Hi, guys. Welcome back to Bellas. I'm filling in today. I'm Yadira Diaz.
And, of course, me, Jackie Lebon. Okay, well, let's get started. Very special guest with us.
Hi, my name is Diaz, and I'm the owner and creator of Mexichi Crafts, and I sell leather products.
So tell us a little bit more about your line and your products and stuff like that.
So I'll tell you a little bit about how I got started. I'm actually a school counselor. I was your former school counselor. And I'm from the community. I grew up in City Terrace. I'm very proud Chicana, Latina, proud of my culture. And while I was on vacation, I had already been thinking about developing a hobby, something that gave me a little bit extra money and that I could have fun and it could be legitimate, a good excuse to kind of go out and have some fun. And while I was on vacation, I found these gorgeous leather purses. I made contact with the manufacturer, and I took a couple of trips to talk about designs, and I started importing, and they were very popular at first, and there was a great demand. So I've been selling slowly, and I feel very proud to wear them because they celebrate my culture. They're colorful, they're hand tooled, they're handmade. They're inspired by all the women that live in these beautiful places all over Mexico. So I'm very proud to wear them and to share them with everyone out there. I love them.
So having your products coming from Mexico, what's your view that you're trying to put out?
In pocas palabras, I think that I'm promoting the love for my culture, and as I promote it, I think it raises awareness, and with awareness comes tolerance and more acceptance of us Latinas and Latinos, or Mexicanas in my case. So it is, promoting culture pride, I think, yeah.
Okay. And how do you balance it, being a high school counselor and having your own business on the side?
I think that both are a lot of work. Being a mom, being a school counselor, and selling the purses are all a lot of work, but it keeps me out of trouble, And when I have some free time, then I work on the purses, and that's a great thing about owning your own business, that you can determine when you want to work, if you want to work or not. And recently, I've been neglecting my Instagram for a little bit, but when I'm ready, I can come back, and when I'm inspired, then I can start posting again and pushing the purses, So it's in my terms.
Yeah.
So you meant using your line to raise awareness. Have you ever seen it firsthand where you've inspired somebody to come out of their shell?
Well, I get that a lot in my Instagram, or even as a school counselor in my office. I had a lot of decorations that I got from parents, from students during their trips. Even some beautiful crosses, and the kids would be like, "Miss, are you Mexican? What's your background? You promote all this," and I could see how the kids felt proud that I was promoting, that I'm not ashamed of who I am, and that I'm celebrating who I am, and I'm putting it out there. So yes, I get that. And then on Instagram, I get a lot of messages from women like, "Oh, I love this purse. I remember the tooling growing up. That's so great that you promote them." So I think people are eager to share, to be proud of their culture, to share, where we come from, how we celebrate it, how beautiful, our colors are. So definitely, yes.
Yeah, and do you design the own handbags yourself, or how do you go about the design?
Initially, I didn't. I was just importing what the manufacturer had. I made a couple of recommendations and changes, but I am designing now. But with this design comes, I have to be really committed to the design that I choose, because I have to order minimum. So that's a lot of money for me, and I have to be sure, believe in it, so that it can sell. Otherwise, I'll get stuck.
Yeah.
But I am designing. I'm excited about doing a little bit more now that I've been out in the craft scene a little bit more. So definitely, I will try a little bit more in the future.
I wanted to ask, are there any events where you go and you share your story? Any special events that you have been to?
No, not at all, actually. This is the first time that I share how I started, so thank you for the opportunity. I hope that it inspires other women, because that's actually how I got inspired. I went, I went to crafting events and I saw these women having a great time, hanging out with each other, sharing stories and creating something beautiful and selling it. And I thought, I want to do this, I want to be in this environment. And this is my second year doing it. And I've met the most amazing women, creative, passionate, go-getters. And that kind of energy is contagious. I think that I've absorbed a lot of it and I'm still growing. And I think I can inspire others as well. Just, by my page alone or, even buying a purse.
Yeah, and you just started a website, correct?
Yes, I just launched a website in November, and I'm kind of like a one-woman show right now, so it's a little challenge to manage. But the purses are selling, and like I said, it keeps me busy, keeps me out of trouble. So I'm enjoying the process. I'm enjoying what I'm learning, and I'm managing.
Yeah, that's good.
So we have aquí tenemos las bolsas enfrente de nosotros. Tell us a little bit about the different pieces that we have right here in front of us.
So I do have like a carry-on bag. It's all hand tooled, and it's lined with suede. It's a fabulous bag you could carry on when you're traveling or just a quick weekend. And I'm actually sold out. That's my personal one.
This one I feel like
it's
if
good
somebody
for
was
traveling
walking through this in the airport, I'll be like, it's a statement bag. I really love it.
Yes, when I carry it, the women stop and they're like, "Excuse me, where did you get that?" Like, I'm definitely stopped. So, if you get that bag, be prepared to be stopped at the airport where you got it. To promote. And then this is actually a bag that I'm buying from a different manufacturer, because another thing that I do during my travels, I find other leather pieces that I fall in love with, and I bring the unique pieces and offer them until they sell out. So I like that I have a good excuse to go back to Mexico and keep shopping. So, and I have these colorful pieces. This is my best seller, and they're fully lined with suede. They have a pocket in the back. They have an additional compartment inside for your phone and a zipper compartment. And it's colorful. I tell the girls, I kept the red one and I wear it when I wear red lipstick, and I kept the pink one and I wear a variety of colors, but I'll wear my pink purse with my pink lipstick. So it's just fun to play with color. There's no rules. Wear whatever you want, have a good time.
So you mentioned earlier that you love traveling. Do you use your experiences into your designs?
Well, the designs, I like hanging out here in LA. I like going to downtown music festivals. I like, how people dress out here, vintage, modern, thrift store, hipster. And I like that inspires me. And then I see these girls with a fabulous vintage bag or one of my bags. So that's my inspiration for my design. Something a little more modern, because I'm designing a little more modern appeal and practical, so that we could wear to go out to the street festival, to a cool concert.
Yeah. And what events do you actually go to sell your bags at?
Because I have so much going on with the family and with the school counseling, I tend to stick to LA events. But there have been a couple of occasions where I'm asked to participate in events like the Tamale Festival in La Habra or ConchaCon. And if it's not too far from LA, I'll go, and I take my son with me. He's my helper. I pay him. I'm teaching him. He's learning a little bit about business. But mostly my number one event is Molcajete Dominguero.
Oh, okay.
I started with Molcajete Dominguero. I've been loyal to them. They've been loyal to me. And my customers find me there. That's kind of like, you could say that's my home base.
Comeleta started in 2017 when Tomas and I were working at a company together. We both decided, having restaurant and catering experience, we should do it for ourselves. Our specialty is hand-dipped ice cream, and the reason why, because it's timeless. We can all relate to a time when we had chocolate-dipped frozen bananas or chocolate-dipped vanilla ice cream cones. It's a bit of nostalgia attached to it.
We took a classic treat and are bringing the concept to a new generation. We like the fact that we're creating something delicious right before your eyes. And we feel that at our events, whether they are company parties or children's birthday party, people are always looking for something new to treat and wow their guests.
We love being part of every amazing event and helping them create memories.
We like making people smile. After all, ice cream is a happy dessert. Even if you're feeling down, it'll pick you up. I'm Tomas.
I'm Amy.
And this is Gormeletas,
a unique experience to hand-dipped ice cream on unique ice cream carts.
So at Molcajete Dominguero, I go once a month, And we all my friends are there. I made friends with all the vendors. We all help each other. We look forward to seeing each other there, and they actually share, there's other events coming up. So we share contacts, and we go to different events together. So it's become like a little network, like a little family too. Like I've made really close friends now. So I really enjoy that event. I invite everyone to come to Molcajete Dominguero once a month. It's like a big party at La Plaza de Arte y Cultura. They even have like a beer garden. There's like DJ dancing. It's a great time.
Okay,
sounds fun.
And which product would you say that sells the most?
This one actually. This one? Because it's a crossbody bag. It's colorful. It's very practical. It has the fast access for your phone in the back, and if it's a wallet, if it's your phone, if it's your glasses, if it's a little more than the typical one, and you could wear over your shoulder, and then they're bright, loud colors.
Yes.
So give you a little like glam, a little pop.
So that's the one that sells. Which one is your personal favorite?
My favorite is this one. This one, it fits my laptop. It fits all my files. If I'm going on a picnic, and it's grand. So it's like the luggage wherever I go. Women stop me. Where did you get that bag? And then I just hand out my card.
Yeah.
So this one has sold a lot. I just reordered because I had them in green, red, cognac, black, white, completely sold out. Most popular one. This one retails for $255. So it's a really good price for the quality of the purse that it is. This is my favorite, definitely.
I was looking at this one. This one looks like it's like specifically made for like.
That's a computer satchel.
A college student.
Yeah, and I sell a lot during graduation and Christmas for students. I had it in hot pink. And
that's
they're
pretty.
beautiful graduation presents, and it does fit your laptop and your files, and it's practical and fashionable, and also you're promoting your culture.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit more about yourself and where you grew up.
So I did grow up here in City Terrace. I'm from the community. My parents are immigrants, and they always worked on their own. And they used to sell at swap meets. I think that's where I learned a little bit about the hustle and about sales. And I did stay local. I went to Cal State LA. I went to the local schools here, local public schools. I went to Cal State LA, and I earned my master's in counseling. I stayed in my community. I worked at Wilson, at Roosevelt, and at Torres High School. I love working in the community because I've developed great relationships with the families. I run into everyone everywhere at the market. So there's a lot of beauty in staying in the community and investing back in the community. I feel like anywhere I go here, I'm safe. I'm always running into somebody I know, and I feel really good about that. I actually volunteer at City Terrace Library, and I do a series of parenting classes there for the summer. I want my son to see that I love my community and that I want to give back, and how good it feels to give back. So that's how I give back.
That's how you give back.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
So being very successful now with the handbags, you were talking about you're a counselor. Yes. When you started dedicating more time to this, did you find any difficulties at the beginning?
Well, managing time it's difficult because my son did tell me, Mama, are you going to sell again? Why can't you stay the weekend with me? And that's when I decided, I put myself out there in the craft scene, and I wanted to market myself a little bit more so that I can stick to the website. So now I think I'm just going to stick to Molcajete Dominguero, a few favorite events during the busy season like Mother's Day and Christmas. But I definitely want to just stick to online sales so that I can be with my family, spend more time with my family, and celebrating my community as well.
So we were talking earlier before the podcast started, and you told me that you went to an event where you were selling to journalists. Is that right?
I got invited to Latina Fest, and I got a message on Instagram. I didn't even know who it was, and she's Naive. She's a journalist for Univision, and while I was at the event, I met all these amazing women and journalists, and they took pictures of my product. They promoted it. Like, they've been very unselfish in promoting and helping other women. And I like this about being at these events with women. And in fact, I was telling you earlier that being at all these craft shows and this craft scene, I've noticed that the majority of vendors are women. Yeah. And the creators are women. And, the first ones in line at the events that I go, they're all women. The ones that step up and have supported me and inspired me, they're all women. the stories that I hear, they're all women, and that these purses have brought me so much inspiration, and you know, it's allowed me to make more connections with my sisters, and I hear incredible stories, and it keeps inspiring me.
Yeah. So what does woman power mean to you?
Women power is freedom. Like being free to hang out with whoever you want, to love whoever you want, to spend time with whoever you want, create whatever you want, to go and explore whatever you like. That's what the female power is to me.
We're in March 2019. What do you have all this done so far? What do you see yourself doing for the rest of the year, or future plans?
Well, I'm really inspired by the purses, and I do want to design a little bit more. I want to work more on my website and getting more inventory, because the business is still small. It's not, you know, that profitable right now. I think the number one profit is all these beautiful relationships that I'm making, the inspiration, the strength that I feel going out there and knowing that I can make, you know, money on my own. Like that's what's inspiring. But for the year, I'm gonna stick to, you know, investing more time and more love in my purses and my family and my community. You know, it does drive me, and I feel inspired. I think we'll see what happens next year.
Before the podcast, you were talking to us about your earrings. Was that something you would like to incorporate into your business
yes,
as well?
I forgot to mention that. I love traveling to Oaxaca. I made a few friends out there, and there's one particular friend. He designs this silver jewelry and filigree, and it's unique. It's unique, and it's original to Oaxaca, and they use these beautiful stones. I initially started buying for me and my family, but a lot of the women that I sold my purses to liked, you know, my earrings, even my clothes.
Yeah.
You know, they're like, I want to buy that. So I started selling my earrings. And in fact, I don't know if you noticed on my Instagram, also my clothes.
Yeah.
So if you see any piece of clothing on my Instagram that you like, I'm a size 10, medium on top, large bottom. I sell them. I sell the pieces, and now if there's a particular dress that I like, that I believe in, you know, I'll buy like more pieces, 6 pieces, and I've been selling clothing, not making a lot of profit off, but I love it, and I love that women like the clothes that I choose, that I select for them. So it gives me a big thrill, and the same with the jewelry. So recently I brought more silver, so I'll be selling more Oaxaca silver and Mexican silver to my clients. I'm going to put that up on the website, but I just need to build a little bit more inventory, but be on the lookout.
Yeah. So do you have other like new products that you want to bring into your line, or you just want to stick to handbags and the jewelry and a little bit of clothing?
I'm going to bring smaller stuff like wallets and products for men, because men have been asking me.
Yeah.
I have men followers that want to buy not just for their wives or girlfriends, but for them. So I will be bringing a little bit more. It's a lot to do right now, but I do see that in the future, in the next few years. You know, I really enjoy doing this, so I'm going to explore to see how I could expand and change what I have already.
Having experienced all of this, what's some good advice that you can give to Latinas who want to start their new line, a new business, or something like that?
My advice is immerse yourself in things that inspire you. Surround yourself by people that inspire you. Celebrate your culture, celebrate your passions, and definitely meet other women that are willing to share their ideas, their energy, and their power with you, because that's what got me to start my business.
You know, I have to ask, when there's good, there's also bad. You talk about you meeting all these wonderful women. Have you ever came across girls who would like put you down?
I haven't. I do come across negativity, you know, but no one that's really put me down harshly, but I do sense some negative energy sometimes. What I learned as a counselor is that when there is negative energy, it's not me, it's a reflection of the other person. So I have to be in a place where I don't absorb these energies, and I feel sorry and pray for these people, even, you know, I should pray more often. But it doesn't really affect me that much, and I haven't come across a lot of people who are unkind. For the most part, you know, I've met a lot of kind people, you know, and I'm celebrating something beautiful, our culture, you know, leather, a beautiful product. I'm not really putting my personal life out there, so I haven't been attacked or anything, not yet. But there are some negative energies right there. We gotta, you know, be on the lookout for that. But so far, you know, just it's not a reflection of me.
Yeah.
So I won't take it personally.
Okay. Well, yeah, summer's coming up, so these are all beautiful handbags that you could get for the summer. All the colors, they're all beautiful. So what's the website called where like our followers or our listeners could go and try to purchase? So
you can follow me on Instagram. That's where I check in regularly. It's Mexichi Crafts, and there's a link to my website in the Instagram, mexichicrafts.com, and also at Molcajete Dominguero, the second Sunday of every month. And when I do local pop-ups, I usually announce and promote. Also, you can find my purses at the Museo shop at the Plaza de Arte y Cultura, in Whittier at La Casita del Campo. They carry my line. And at Sugar Kiss Boutique in East LA on Cesar Chavez near East LA College. The owner of the shop has been so generous. She helped me out, and she's the one who actually started carrying my line and supports me. She has her own line of tooling. She would be someone amazing to interview, but you can find them all there. And I do take custom orders. They just take a longer time for shipment. But take a look, message me, see what you like. We're in East LA. I love it. So yeah, you can find me in all those places. I look forward to hearing from you and feedback, and you know, to having some loyal customers. Yes.
So, where can they message you? You mentioned your website and the places where you sell in person. Where can they find you on social media?
On Instagram, Mexichi Crafts, and the link to my website is there. And I usually check my Mexichi Crafts Instagram account regularly. The Facebook, I haven't been used to it, so I don't check it as often. Maybe once a week. But Instagram is the best way to communicate with me.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, thank you so much for being with us here today, Diana.
Thank you.
It feels so weird because I'm used to calling you Miss Diaz. But yeah, thank you so much. And
of course,
beautiful handbags here that you guys could all purchase. I know I've purchased when you first started. Yeah. But yeah.
Yes, thank you for supporting.
No problem.
And thank you for coming out and hanging out in my home. It's been a pleasure having you, and I look forward to getting some of your followers and supporters to come and support my brand and my bags. Thank you all.
All right. Well, that's it for today. That's another episode of BELLAS. And we had today Diana,
Yadira,
and Jackie DeBon. And that's a wrap.